Alright, I'm back here with part 2. I know I don't normally do that, but seeing as though we can't really go over 15 minutes, and I know myself I might go over 15 minutes, I've stopped at 13 minutes 43 seconds, so, or 44 seconds. But anyway, like I was saying, many Hollywood writers and stuff, writers, directors, have shown interest in the franchise, but they have said that if a movie was to be made, theatrically, live action, CGI, animated, whatever, or a combination of all three, they would like to do, like I mentioned, a series. They'd like to do it in a way like a series of movies, maybe like a trilogy. I mean, take a look at the Smurfs. The Smurfs, from what I understand, are planned for a trilogy, maybe a series of movies. But that's what many of these writers and directors have said throughout the years. And again, I wouldn't mind that, because basically, again, what it would be is introducing who the characters are in the first movie, introducing what the plot line and story is about. Then, second movie, introduce more characters, maybe mostly from the comics or the games, and expand on the storyline, bring in some new villains if you have to. And then the third one, if it's a trilogy, put closure on it by bringing in new characters and stuff like that and ending it right there. But again, that's what I'd like to see. And again, with the technology that we've seen in movies like Avatar and Clash of the Titans, who knows how far that would go? Who knows how far? And again, I would really prefer it to be on the big screen, but if it has to be on direct-to-DVD in maybe 2D format, 2D animation format, that's fine too. But either way, it's great. Now, one movie I would prefer to see on DVD directly as a feature film is Sonic Underground. Because I know not many people like Sonic Underground, but I'd like to see it as a feature film, at least directly onto DVD and Blu-ray, to put kind of closure to the series, because we were left with many, many questions. Like one, did Sonic, Sonya, and Mac find the mother? Did the prophecy get fulfilled? We don't know if it did or not. And again, that's one thing I would like to see get answered in a feature film. I mean, Ratshitsu herself, Danielle, has said the only reason she'd like to see new episodes made, or in this case, she might agree to see a new movie made, is to have that closure. And again, that's closure we need as a fan. So again, I would like to see a Sonic Underground movie made, feature film-wise, directly for DVD, perhaps a limited theatrical release, to at least put closure on that series, to answer the questions, to have the prophecy fulfilled, to do all that. But that's what I'd like to see. I mean, wouldn't you? Wouldn't you finally like to see closure to this series? Wouldn't you finally like to see the prophecies fulfilled? I mean, come on, who wouldn't? But again, I'd like to see that happen. I know a lot of people would agree with me on that. It would probably be the best idea. But, like I said, all those movies that I mentioned in part 1, and here in part 2 at the end, I would like to see either mostly theatrically, you know, if in some cases, directly to DVD and Blu-ray, but I'd like to see those get made. And you know why? Because like I said, if you were to do live action adaptations of Silverhawks, Gem, Reboot, and the others that I've mentioned, with the technology we have nowadays, including Sonic SatAM, with the technology we have today that we've seen in movies like Avatar, Clash of the Titans, if we were to use that technology along with 2D animation, or in the case of Reboot and Silverhawks and Gem with live action, those movies would be successes, no doubt about it. People know it. I know it, you know it, anybody knows it. Now I know you're thinking, well, it would also take the right writers and directors and stuff like that. I understand that. But combine the right writers and directors and producers with what I've mentioned, and I guarantee you, you get the right writers and producers and directors for movies like Silverhawks, for a movie like Silverhawks, for a live action movie like Gem, for maybe a CGI hybrid animation live action of Sonic. I mean, come on. you would have success anywhere. No doubt about it. You know it, I know it, anybody watching this two-part video knows it. But that's all I'm going to say. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you would like to see. Respond to me if you want to. That's all I'm going to say for now. I'm out. Phone's ringing. Talk to you later. I'm going to have lunch.